Hey guys, well, it's a nice day out. A little cold out, 40 degrees. But it feels like a heat wave out in the sun. Compared to this morning, it was really cold this morning. It was down to 24 degrees. And then with the wind chill, it felt like the temperature was in the teens. So it was really cold. So, this is an update video for the month of February. So it's February 2nd, so it's Groundhog Day. And unfortunately, Punxsutawney Phil saw his shadow, which that means we get 6 more weeks of winter. So, yeah. Actually getting more garlic growing here. There's some garlic, there's more, which I can't harvest these until the summer. Lots of pecans that have fallen off the trees, and the squirrels have just gotten into them. Well, and also just being stepped on whenever we would walk out here in the yard, which it's mostly either me or my dad. So, yeah. And as you can see here, I finally have the Craftsman Easy 2-walk lawnmower at home. Oops, sorry about that. Get that PCV tube out of the way. Yeah, my grandfather came by and brought it to me. Kind of caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting my grandfather to show up this soon to bring it to me. And so they have that house up for sale. So real soon the Lawnboy 10533 will be gone. So see, I didn't really quite get a chance to just get all this stuff out and then get that, just in order to get access to that, which kind of caught me off guard, which I just don't have the time right now to do all that. And I don't know how. See, my grandfather managed to fit this thing in the back of their Chevy Traverse. So yeah, they did buy a Chevy Traverse last year. They traded in their HHR. So, yep, so I got the battery on the charger. There's still gas in it though, and we'll have to at least maybe see if it'll actually start or not. I'm not sure if it will. I probably don't have the battery on the charger long enough, but we can at least see. So let's see. Well, looks like there's something wrong with the starter. It's not quite catching on the flywheel. I've had this problem before. Well, let me get my tripod and I'll just pull it. Alright, so I'll try and pull start it though. It's probably going to take a lot of pulls because this thing probably hadn't ran since October. Yeah, too bad that something's wrong with the starter though, so maybe it could just be that the battery's just low. So I'll plug the charger back in and let it charge a little bit more. And so definitely need to do some cleaning up on this mower. I did check the oil in it. The oil still looked all nice and clean. So yep. So probably I'll just clean her all up and then I'll sharpen the blade, and then I can use this mower in my yard. Now there could be possible if the house over there doesn't sell very soon, I probably may have to cut the grass, which that's no problem. I would have to maybe bring one of my mowers over there, probably maybe this one, because that's where this mower was at. It was over there. So cool. Yeah, definitely got to do a little bit of cleaning. We'll probably wait next month once the weather starts to warm up. See, my dad just got home from work. Actually, the privet hedges don't seem to look too bad, because they were looking pretty bad last year. Well, it's just a set. Well, this one here's got some dead branches right here. Need to remove those, but some buds are forming though, which that's actually good. Didn't do too well last year just because of one of the hard freezes. And got a pile of more leaves right here, which that came from my neighbor's tree. Because every time when the wind blows, all the wind, especially when the wind would go this direction, see it, when all the trees would fall off of this, the leaves would fall off of this tree and they would all end up over here. And I always have to clean all this up. So yeah, so my car's working great. See, it rained Saturday, and since I'd super cleaned my windshield, well, that definitely worked out well. The water just ran down and no problem. And I drove out to my aunt's place yesterday and my windshield was still all wet just from all that rain. I never even used my windshield wipers. I just, as I was driving, all that water was just running right off, which that's real nice. So that's real nice. I'll need to super clean the windshield on my parents' vehicles. Do it on my mother's Mercedes. I may possibly do it on my dad's car though too. Maybe hopefully if waxing it can get rid of some of these scratches. This windshield does have some scratches. This must have happened when my dad was, whenever the last time he replaced the windshield wipers on his car. My dad's got some duct tape right here because the car does have a water leak. It seems to leak every once in a while, and the floor mats would get all wet inside. And my dad would have to take the floor mat out, leave it outside to let it dry. So, yeah. Yeah, so back to with my car. So this thing's been working great. The fuel mileage has definitely been getting so much better. I filled this thing up with diesel yesterday just before I was going to my aunt's place, and just on the way over there, which is about a 50-mile drive, the fuel gauge never even moved at all. And also, that fuel gauge never even moved on the way home. Just until, only until when I drove it today, it did. The fuel gauge only moved about a hair, so it's pretty good. She's getting much better now that it's broken in. Yep. Oh, and so that's nice. Definitely will feature this mower in some future lawn cutting videos here at home. I might possibly feature it in the very first lawn cutting video for this year. So, yep. And then as for all the other lawn equipments, so it looks like, been checking on the weather, it looks like that for this next weekend it's supposed to be nice. The high is supposed to get up into the 70s, so might actually be good enough weather for me to actually get these all out and start them up for the first time. And I'm going to have to definitely do some major rearranging in here now, since I have the Craftsman Easy to Walk lawnmower. So I'll have to find a place to put it in temporarily though. So probably once I do get rid of this mower, I can at least have one of the other mowers in the very back right beside the chipper shredder, which that there should allow me a lot more space in here. And so, yeah. So real soon the 10533 will go. I probably will feature it in the starting video. I'll probably try and see if it will still run, because I hadn't tried starting it in almost a year though. I don't really like to start that mower that much, just because it's hard starting and it's got a worn out recoil spring. And so, yeah. So don't know for sure what my grandfather will do with that mower. Either just scrap it or probably just sell it as a parts mower, because still does have some good parts for it. The drive wheels are fairly new, and also it's got a good transmission, which it'll fit practically on some other lawn boy mowers, like maybe a 10515, because I know it'll fit on the 10515 since it does have a 3-speed. I think those mowers also have a 3-speed transmission on them, or a 10525, which is the one with the Duraforce engine. And so, yeah. So this will more than likely, it'll go back to my grandfather. So, yeah. Still hadn't had the time to do the modifications on the air cleaner system on the Lawn Boy 8461. But I got to do that because the gasket on it is bad and it's kind of not sealing very well. So that's why I'm throwing this out, because you can't get parts for these anymore. And so just use a regular old air cleaner system, which I think that's what this mower would have came with originally. So, yep. So this is it for the update video for the month of February. Definitely got some weights here. So, yep. Alright, so I hope y'all enjoyed this video. So I'm going to go in the house because it's starting to get cold out here. Alright, so thanks for watching.